Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to take a little break away from all the dankness that is Content Cop, PewDiePie, Filthy Frank, all that other great stuff. I had a comment, because I was looking over my comments, because some of them apparently don't get approved. I have to go manually approve the comment myself, which I did not know was a thing. So if I don't respond to you, that's probably why I'm not getting the notifications for it. I had a comment on there on my Filthy Frank vegan video about 6 vegans. One of them's like a secret non-vegan or whatever. And I decided, like, hey, that'd be fun to watch because, you got to play the guessing game. You got to do some little detective work. I was going to just go ahead and start from the first one, but it was a Beyonce video, and I don't really care about Beyonce Knowles very much, if at all. Not really, nothing. So we're just going to start off with 6 Christians versus 1 secret atheist. So this will be fun. If you're new here, please subscribe. It would help me out greatly. And let's go ahead and get into this. These are like 10 minutes long.
And thank you guys for watching, and we are here with our subscribers! 3 million! We hope you enjoy the video!
Tell me about a religious experience of yours. Something profound.
Something profound. I saw an angel once when I was like 9 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. He's
We
the
brought
fake
together
one.
7 Christians.
I'm a Christian.
I am a Christian.
I am a Christian.
I am a Christian.
I am Christian.
I am a Christian.
I am a Christian.
1 is a liar. If the group discovers who the liar is, they'll split a cash prize. If the liar survives, he or she wins the entire prize.
Oh, okay, so that's kind of a cool concept. I'm just going to go ahead and start off saying it's the black guy, just because of the angel comment.
Do you go to a church?
Yes, I do.
That's a great question.
I don't know where to even start.
I was going into it thinking about myself and how I present myself. I thought people would be like, oh, she's not a Christian.
Hey, Chance. Yes. Tell me about a religious experience of yours.
A religious experience of mine?
Something profound.
Something profound. I saw an angel once when I was like 9 years old.
Really?
When I was like, see, that's what I'm saying.
That,
Like, it's not
It
him
was
right
really
off the
cool.
back.
It was creepy, but like in the moment, like it was just like stillness and like really awesome.
In the Bible, when they talk about what angels look like, it's a very scary looking picture. I was like, I don't know if I'd believe someone being happy to see a disfigured human being.
I had a really similar
Wait, is that what they look like? I thought they had wings.
Really?
I'm not religious.
Wow.
Yeah. You want to hear about it?
I don't want to, I know we have a little, oh no. Okay.
The speed round was pretty horrifying. I didn't even know what to ask. I didn't even know where to start.
So much pressure.
Okay.
Don't worry, we're not watching.
I don't think
First
it's
person I
him.
trusted was Brandon.
In the very beginning, him and I were talking. I was just like, all right, man, you and I, packed till the end. We're just going to keep voting the same person.
It's like Kmart Chris Pratt. Wow.
Oh man, you guys
He didn't even get to talk.
really messed up. I'm telling you right now.
What did we?
I'm feeling disappointed because I feel like I was based off my overall look. I didn't even say anything. I was voted off.
Grace was standing right next to me, and she was really freaked out. She was just like, well, I hope they don't think it's me because X, Y, and Z. And I was like, okay, then it's not Grace. I didn't think it was Romy either, but I just knew it wasn't Grace.
I wanted to ask you, is your church queer-friendly, LGBTQ-friendly?
Yes, actually, there's 2 pastors and 1 is a biracial lesbian. So.
Wow.
Why did you choose a non?
I'm not religious, but doesn't the Bible hate
I
that?
was just born into it, so
Got it.
my dad's a pastor.
Anyone else a PK?
No.
I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's a PK?
Pastor's kid?
Yeah,
Oh,
pastor's.
pastor's kid.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, they're usually the bad kids at your school, so.
There's like certain terms.
Yeah,
I
see,
think
he's
a lot of
definitely, it's
people just
definitely the black
know.
guy.
I assumed his lack of knowledge meant he wasn't a Christian, and he was trying to like pick up on things as we said them.
Well,
How long
honestly,
have you
with him
been,
having a lack of knowledge, that
my
would
whole
just
life?
clarify
Yeah.
that he's a Christian.
I grew up in Scandia, Minnesota, and like a big part of the town was the church. So I was
Okay.
baptized there.
Wow.
Do you go to a church?
Yeah, I go to this one out in Riverside. I just started going there about
Oh.
2 months ago now. Because I grew up going
So this
to
is
more of
near
a
where I
strict
live.
church, and then I kind of branched away from it and then went back.
What do you mean a strict church?
So I grew up Mormon.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, it's strict, it's strict.
I kind of had to take my own path and figure out what worked best for me.
I've stepped away from church. because it's hard for me to find a church, especially a Baptist church, that's accepting of the queer community. So
Yeah.
I stopped going.
Are you looking for something, or are you
Not
just kind
actively.
Oh, he's gay?
Halfway through my answer, I realized I probably shouldn't have said that. Because everyone else was like, oh yeah, they all actively go to church. And I was the only one like, I don't go to church now. And that's when I thought, maybe I should have kept that to myself.
But when I switched churches, like people were taking it beyond judging and were making it like they were like condemning me.
You read that? I had really bad handwriting. He mentioned that he hadn't been to church.
Swear
in
to God,
over
this
3
looks like
years,
fucking
and I was
Chris
just like,
Pratt. He's probably like a stunt double.
I felt like his story about being a PK and coming in and out of his faith could have been an alibi.
He wanted to hear everyone else talk. Like, he kept asking them questions. Like, he didn't want to talk about his own experience.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I think a good question would be like,
Okay,
how would
so
you
it's
find
not
your faith?
him.
All right.
So
Interesting.
I was actually an atheist before I was Christian. Like I was a hardcore atheist, and I was like super depressed. Like I was like burdened by like my own life, I'd say. And then coming into a life where like you're just kind of
Okay, I don't think
abundantly filled up with,
atheisms
like,
are
love from other people
atheists
and
are
from
actually
God
depressed. I'm
especially.
nihilistic.
So what made me
I see
go
no point
back
living
into
at all,
church,
but I
what
still
really,
live.
like, pushed me is
Life
I
is
had a
just a
really
big
bad
simulator.
breakup. And it was like at this moment where I was at work and I watched this kid die because I work in the ER. So watching the kid die and the family kind of go through those emotions of like trying to let go, I was like, man, like there's got to be something like that can, you know, make me feel full and make me feel whole.
I believe that there has to be this higher power, and otherwise the ego takes us over, and God allows me to realize that
It's
there's
him.
more
It's
than
fucking
just,
him. Okay.
As an
Change
artist,
my
I think
opinion.
there's
It's gonna be
messages
the
coming to
screech
me
from
that I'm
Saved by the
supposed to
Bell.
communicate through my art.
The way I grew up, I was really into church. It was my safe space. I had a hard home life, and it was where I felt like I could be myself. And then I realized I was gay, and that was really hard. And then I took a step back, and then have come back to it as an adult. It's been a struggle, but something that I want to have.
I am a PK, so I was just born into it. It was like summer after 4th grade, my parents got divorced. And so I was kind of like straying away, you know, and especially divorce in the church is like a huge thing. So that was really hard, but I feel like that whole situation kind of like solidified my relationship, just so I knew, you know, there was always someone there for me, and my church was there for me.
I feel like we're
too,
missing
yeah.
out on some information here.
I have no idea who I'm going to vote for. I follow your lead, man.
Yeah. She's a PK. Like she knows exactly how to answer. Like knows the perfect part to play.
In the back, she kind of mentioned her stance on premarital sex. So that kind of like was like a red flag.
She's still saying Andrew.
Bye. See you later.
You had a good question, right? You said
so. You were talking about how like you kind of express yourself through art. Like I wanted to just have you elaborate on that. When he mentioned art as like his form of everything, I was just doesn't really make too much sense.
well, like one thing I love about the church is I love to sing.
Okay.
And
Yeah, he looks like somebody
growing
to be a
up,
choir boy.
I like my best memories of church were just singing in the choir. And when I moved out here, one of the hardest things was not having a church. I think that like through my voice, through the hymns and everything, that's the biggest thing.
We were just talking about this, how a lot of the people that go to my church have had similar backgrounds to me, which is they've been hurt by the church. Maybe a song like, "Oh, How He Loves Us," in the past was great for you, and then you were hurt by the church. Having those memories attached can actually make worship really hard.
There was this song that like was a big song in my church, the Mormon church growing up. It was like, it's called, I want to say like Families Can Be Together Forever. Man, like my parents, they got divorced, you know, and since that time, like I can't even like listen, can't even look at the lyrics of that song. No. What about you? How was like your experience kind of moving across the states? And then
So hard. I grew up in a town of like 500 people. And so
Ooh,
the church was
relatable.
everything. And coming out here and starting that hunt for one that's like LGBTQ friendly and the right kind of
Is
like,
everybody gay?
chemistry of people and the right kind of sermons, and I started looking and actually hearing about yours. I'm kind of like, wait a minute.
Gives
But-
you the info.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be shook if one of these people are the moles.
Okay.
wow.
Oof. It's
Raise
him.
your
I swear to
hand
God,
if
it's
you
him.
think the mole is still in the square. If the lights turn green, you voted the liar out. If the lights turn red, the liar's still in the box.
It's
and
gonna
you
turn
lose.
red. How much you want to bet?
Oh, I'm
Red.
I wonder
hurt.
if they go red, dude. Because I'm going to feel really dumb.
So crazy.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm the mole.
Fucking called that
Hey,
shit.
you know what? I did vote for him. I did vote for him.
Yeah. I felt betrayed a little bit. I definitely was kind of feeling Andrew was like a Christian for sure.
I was shocked because Andrew, he talks like a lot of the youth pastors at my church, you know?
Because I'm gay, if anyone else was gay, I like wanted to be their friend. Then I was like, oh, he's my friend. I'm not gonna vote for him because I really believe him. And then I was wrong, but that's okay.
Ah! Oh my gosh. I really became an atheist right
So a
after
bundle
I
of
got
$1
baptized.
bills.
I think when I got baptized, I thought something magical would happen and nothing did and nothing changed, and I still felt really hated by the church. The things that brought them into the church and into the religion were things that I found on my own without religion.
Personal experience, I think,
As a lot of
is
people do.
huge in the way that we experience religion.
I would say that a lot of times we look at Christianity as like a monolithic kind of thing, and that everyone does the same thing. You know, even like if you say the word evangelical, that usually means one thing, but that doesn't usually represent all Christians. Even the word Christian barely represents all Christians.
I feel relieved that that is over, but I also feel a lot of love and compassion from that group of people. I was kind of worried how this would go, but I realized that these were all really good people today. They're all amazing.
To
I got a
Screech by
question
Say
for
by
you.
the
So
Bell
was
won.
there a time in your life
Congratulations.
where you had a judgment about someone where you turned out to be like completely like flat wrong?
No.
I think that's like probably.
I'm pretty good at picking up
every
on how
other
shitty
month,
people
every
are.
year. I think we'd all be a lot
The
better
self-honesty.
if we were honest
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
Because we're always making assumptions and letting our bias come into play.
See, with
Yeah,
me,
I
I
know
can
you
tell
have
by
the
the way
bias.
you keep eye contact with me, because I can keep
Until you
eye
step
contact with
outside of
anybody.
yourself and ask, like, well, why
If you
did I
blink
feel
too
that
much,
way?
if you look
And
at
I
your
thought
feet
this
too much, I can
show
tell you're full of
would
shit.
help us like explore that and how our biases can come into conflict with the truth.
Stick around for the other episodes. They're coming soon. And follow us on Instagram. We have a lot of exclusive content there, some behind the
I'm
scenes.
going to stop it right here. All right, that was interesting. I originally thought it was the black guy, but then I changed my opinion quickly when the other guy started talking, so also he got voted out. So I guess I will take that as I was correct in the sense. Maybe. All right, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It does help me out. Subscribe if you're new here, and I'm definitely going to be doing more of these. I'm going to go ahead and probably do the next one after this, because I kind of want to watch the vegan one, because I can't stand vegans. Anyways, thank you.